Now, a developing story out of London where police say they know the identities of the three attackers. The British Prime Minister saying 11 people are now in custody in connection to the attacks that left 7 dead and 48 wounded. We are also learning more about the victims. New developments out of North Korea this morning. The U.S. says North Korea's nuclear test site is alive with movement once again. U.S. spy satellites detected changes near tunnel entrances to an underground test area.
12 people killed in this terror attack were under the age of 16. Guys.
Just terrible to hear that, just to think there's so many parents out there still not knowing where their children are this morning. This attack also has us working to find out how you should prepare and react if you're in a worst case scenario like Manchester. And 10 News spoke with a local expert who says seconds could be the difference in surviving.
In front of the camera.
Let's talk about the health care now. The GOP health care bill passed the House a while back now. Your office has been flooded with protesters.
Well, it's actually the same amount of protesters. They just added a subject.
That's correct. And are you hearing them, and what's your message to them?
Well, I've addressed them twice personally, gone out to the protest.
Colin Kaepernick, I would imagine it's been an eventful 24 hours for the NFL quarterback. It was right about this time yesterday the report surfaced naming him and 2 other NFL players right at the center of a police investigation.
Well, boy, if political consultants can make a living in San Diego, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to sort through in this city.
You think?
He was about 7 miles into the Atlantic behind me here in Hallandale Beach where this couple was found. Very lucky couple. This is a story of unrelenting survival and supreme luck.
A can of hairspray shattering through the windshield of a woman's car, and heat is to blame for launching it through the windshield there. This happened last week in Vancouver, Washington. You got to see this. A woman on the hood of her own car trying to prevent a thief from stealing it. She even grabs on the windshield wipers right there and tries to hang on for dear life. Let me show you how it kind of all started. Keep an eye on the caddy right there. It pulls up, a thief will hop out and sneak right behind the SUV and get right into the driver's seat. Now, when the woman who owns that car realized what was going on, she sprang into action, jumped on the hood of her car. The thief even tried slamming on the brakes. As you see, tries to drive away, slams on the brakes, tries to throw her off.
The American president of Hublot watches, very high-end watches. You'll see them all over the AAA and attached to the Heat's name. Well, tonight he's facing serious felony charges.
The cop asked White if he had a flux capacitor in his car, which is what makes time travel possible.
That's right.
He says he left it at home.
The flux capacitor plus the 88 miles per hour. The officer still gave him a ticket.
He did. He wishes it could be erased from existence.
Right, I know. He wants to go back in time and have a do-over.
You got to save that.
We've heard of police officers making key arrests, protecting people, even saving lives. But what about mending a broken heart? One police officer took the call of duty and went above and beyond.
On this Memorial Day, you might remember this first face here. This is Chief Petty Officer Jason Finan, based in Coronado, died in October of last year. Staff Sergeant Matthew Thompson was a Green Beret who lived in Irvine. He died in August in Afghanistan. Army Sergeant John Perry from Stockton was among the 2 soldiers killed in an IED blast last October. Army Specialist John Rodriguez lived in Hemet, not too far north from here. He died in January from Kuwait in a non-combat related incident. And also here's Sergeant First Class Robert Boniface from San Luis Obispo, died in March in Afghanistan, also from a non-combat related incident. We are thinking about all 5 of these gentlemen this morning.
The newest item in the Local 10 prop department. It is the Heat panic button. And the question is, are Heat fans pressing this after a Game 1 loss?